have an abortion. So I'm going to go in there and say, oh Lord, and I prayed the night before, because my mother always taught me, if you're in trouble, call on Jesus for help. She gave us a Bible. So I prayed, and then walking in there, it's like, okay, it was some members, and I can't remember their names, but they were from Right to Life. So they had, remember, they were just starting out with the abortion clinics, protesting. He said, Jesus loves your baby. And I heard him, and I remember turning around, and I said, oh my God. So I walked in. I said, what can I do? I said, Lord, help me. So I left out, okay? I literally left out the side door and went with these people. Mom was very unhappy. But they took care of me, and then she came around to it. So that's why I'm pro-life. You don't have to have an abortion.
That's right.
I was still able to do what I needed to do in school. And to do it, so the lie is you gotta have an abortion. Now that made me upset. Oh, you gotta kill your baby. They never wanna say what it is. They wanna make it, oh, it's an abortion. No, it's murdering your baby.
Yeah.
Amen.
Don't ever get it twisted. And that's what I tell them. Don't sugarcoat it. Say what it is and see if people still agree. So I have my 32-year-old, almost 33-year-old proof of you do not have to kill your baby. So I'm gonna always stand on the side of the babies. And then,
Yes.
so I'm right to life with that. I am not a gun person, but I defend the right of anyone to own a gun. Okay? All my friends have guns. And everyone in Southfield, if you think about it, they have guns. And then what they don't understand is, why are you listening to the people who have you get rid of your guns and the criminals are the only ones that have guns? I said, you will not hold me hostage while we can't have a gun and the criminals have the guns. I said, not while I'm here. So that's the thing. And I'm trying to also, and my third thing as a physician, I want the doctors, because we went to school for everything, to get our reimbursements right. Because they want to take away from us who trained, went through all these years of school, and give it to like the managers, the HMO people who don't do that, and they want to kill our time that we can't treat you like we want. And if anybody, any of my patients, they'll say, oh, Dr. Wendy, she's going to listen. That's what I think will make me a great state rep. I'm going to listen. What's your problem? And it's in me to find a solution for your problem. So that's it. I want our reimbursements to be right so we can give the care that we need and not feel so rushed to just rush you through. If you need a test, pay for it. Let's get a test. Healthcare isn't so expensive in other spots. There's places that we can get, lower costs for MRIs, but we need patients to get the right care. They just can't get thrown off to the wayside. So that's one of my things. Another thing here, I don't know how you feel about deer. I'm big for food safety because I find it outrageous that to live in America, every week something's getting recalled because it is bad. It's some salmonella or some contamination. And people who are, and I believe with the Democrats in, we're about to head to a bad situation. We're going to have to learn how to live. The prices are out of control. And people can hardly afford to live. And I don't know how many years, hopefully we're only going to go through a couple more years before we can get it turned around. But if not, we need plans in the meantime. So I'm big for food safety. So I want to have people really, I like to have little districts where you kind of grow your own food. So we might have maybe here, I grow chickens, by the way. I have eggs. So while everybody's paying $5 or $6 a dozen, I have a hen house. So I'm one of those people that's legitimately,
Where do you live?
not because the thing of the day, that you have your own food. That way you can find out if we do have certain districts, maybe community gardens, more of that, community hen houses, whatever we need, so we can survive this. I just don't see it being pretty for the next couple years, okay? And also, the baby formula, and I don't know, most of the women here seem a little bit more mature in age, but I have a 6-month old. So they would have never thought I would have one this age, but that's outrageous with the baby formula. No one said a word. I'm actually the first person to file a lawsuit against Abbott Laboratories because I found it outrageous that you are poisoning our children, and my baby got sick. I said, oh, how dare you? Once I came to I said, oh no, we're gonna make you held accountable. So I'm the person who, if you tell me your problem, I want to make it better for you. I want us to all be in here together. So like I said, we're going to keep our guns. We're going to save the babies. We are going to win back. And I have to remind Southfield, you are really conservative. You just think you're Democrat. You're conservative. You love families, husband, wife. My parents have been married for 50 years. So that's all I know. I was raised on Rush Limbaugh. So it's my mother, that she raised as Republican. It's not because, I'm doing a Brexit, which is fine, but I was born like this. You know, that's how we were raised, to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You don't beg anybody. We had to all get jobs. 13 years old, I went to the veterinary clinic. He said, if you want stuff, of course they took care of us, but if you want extra designer things, you have to work. So we were all trained for that. So I'm for that. And also one more thing, and then just an aside. Now, I don't know, I was going to bring up about these deer. How many people love the deer and how many people don't love the deer? Who loves the deer?
They taste great.
That's what I'm going to say. Who finds them to go and destroy your house, your garden, run into your car? I personally think one of the things we should do for the deer is eat them more. And I don't know if we can extend the hunting. I think that's a source of meat. Come on. So I think you have a problem with a pest. If you can eat it, let's eat it. Let's kill it. Find a way to kill it. Asian carp, whatever you have. So, as I say, I am a problem solver. So if you aren't in my district, and I know you know people in the 18th district, say vote for Wendy Jackson. But it'll be, it's going to be on the ballot, Wendy Jackson. I don't have the primary, which is great. So I'm just there. I'm going to be in my debate the 29th of June. So they invited me. I said, you know what? I didn't have to go. I could have said, no, I don't have to do it. But I'm going to remind Southfield, you are conservative. You just forgot about it. And it's going to be one vote at a time, and that's what I'm doing.